There are many times and instances when things don't go as we thought they would at work. From being passed over for promotions to being ignored for stereotypical reasons, to feel left out, and general miscommunications. Oftentimes these situations can all be resolved with strong leadership and open dialogues. People are not always biased on purpose. Sometimes we have ingrained biases that we aren't even aware of. For women, it is typically being viewed as support staff. Often a person will walk up to a woman in a business believing her to be a secretary or administrative assistant that will be able to help them get to their meeting or schedule an appointment. Much like biases, some people don't even realize that have prejudiced ideas regarding who deserves to be promoted, in charge, given raises, and places on the hierarchy at work. Plenty of non-white people believe that they are passed over from promotions, raises, and project leadership positions because of the pigment of their skin. They are not wrong, certainly not in every instance at least. Is it better to let these biases and prejudices play themselves out while we put our heads down and get to work? In many cases, the fear of retaliation for reporting such behaviors is enough to silence complaints. Companies like to say that retaliation will not be tolerated, but they also said that bullying wouldn't be tolerated either, and yet a complaint was made about it. Rosa Parks wasn't silent and she changed the country. Women all over the US weren't silent and the #MeToo movement found traction. Outraged Afro individuals were given voices with the Black Lives Matter movement and are making strides in protecting black lives regardless of social status, location, etc. Keeping silent about the bullying, prejudice, or biases you are experiencing is detrimental. However, it doesn't have to dissolve in a confrontational situation either, depending on what words you choose to use to advocate for yourself. Using I statements is a great way to respond to biases that are specifically directed at you, such as a woman being approached as a secretary when she is in fact the lawyer you were meant to confer with. Her response should be, "I'm not the office manager, I'm your lawyer and we can meet in my office in 5 minutes when your appointment starts." This establishes a clear boundary of roles and gently corrects the misinformed person without being hostile. If the offense is based on prejudices, such as the client saying, "I'd like a male lawyer, women have always made better secretaries," then the appropriate statement becomes an it statement. Its statements get you the backing of your company, stating something like, "It's our company's policies that neither gender nor sex impacts the integrity and performance of our lawyers." Again, this wording establishes a boundary as well as a strong company statement that doesn't cause the situation to escalate. It is easiest to get emotionally embroiled in a disagreement, especially if that disagreement stems from bullying, biases, or prejudiced behaviors. It would be so much easier to scream, yell, or even physically punish the person that has hurt your feelings, robbed you of an opportunity, or gotten a promotion that should have been yours. However, you don't do yourself justice when you lose your composure. Instead, speaking in a calm manner, using it in I statements is the first step. If that doesn't resolve the issue, speaking to your supervisor or the Human Resources Department to seek additional support is the next step. Be a part of the solution, an active one.